morning, Nystrom, and happy Monday to you. I hope you had a great weekend, and I really hope you spent some time outside. That weather was amazing. Anyway, as we are coming to the end of March, wanted to remind you that it is Women's History Month. We took a little break talking about it in the mornings last week because we were focusing on our core value of curiosity. But with just a couple days left, want to come back and talk about some events and people that shaped history. So for most of the month, we've been talking about people who had a huge impact, and today we're going to talk about a law, an event when it was signed into law that has had a huge impact for girls and women. So if you remember back a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Patsy Mink, who was a lawmaker from Hawaii. Well, she is one of the people who helped write what's called Title IX, which gave women and girls a lot more opportunities in schools. So let's check out a little bit about Title IX.
Today, lots of girls play sports. But for a long time, girls were not encouraged to kick, throw, run, jump, shoot, slide, or hit like boys. So why did things change? And how much have they changed? Are girls and boys treated equally when it comes to sports? To begin to answer these questions, we have to look back. In 1972, Congress passed a law called Title IX, which protected girls and women from discrimination in schools, colleges, and universities. This included discrimination in school-sponsored sports. At that time, only 15% of college athletes were women, and in high schools, only 7% of athletes were girls. Female athletes didn't get a lot of support either, and often had to provide their own uniforms and equipment. It was Title IX that forced school administrators to make sports more equal. But what does equal mean in sports? The government developed rules to measure equality under two general categories: participation and treatment. In the early days of Title IX, the number of girls playing sports was so low that it would have been very difficult for schools to suddenly provide exactly the same number of opportunities for girls and boys. Instead, the government wrote rules that gave schools 3 options, or tests, to demonstrate fairness and opportunities for girls. The 3 tests are proportionality, progress, and satisfied interests. A school can pick which test to follow. Proportionality means that girls should receive the same percentage of athletic opportunities as the percentage of girls in the student body. So if 51% of students are girls, then girls should have approximately 51% of the opportunities to play sports. The second test, progress, requires schools to make up for the days when girls had fewer opportunities by adding new sports for girls on a regular basis. The third test asks if girls' interests in athletics are satisfied. Under this test, a school must regularly ask female students what sports they are interested in, and also take into consideration the popularity of certain sports in the area where the school is located. It must then add teams according to the girls' interests. Another important part of Title IX is that it doesn't just look at how many athletic opportunities are available to each sex, but whether those opportunities are of equal quality. Specifically, Title IX requires equality between boys and girls teams for things like equipment and supplies, publicity, the scheduling of games and practice times, and the quality and number of coaches. Girls should also have equal access to locker rooms, practice spaces, and competitive facilities, as well as medical services. So if the best time to play basketball is on Friday nights because that's when most parents and fans can come, then the girls' and boys' teams should take turns playing on Friday nights. If boys' teams play in a stadium with lights, scoreboards, and concession stands, then girls' teams must have the same opportunity, either by sharing those facilities or getting their own of equal quality. But as we all know, just because a law exists doesn't mean that everybody follows it. School officials are responsible for making sure there is fairness in sports, but you can help too by keeping an eye on your own school. Look around. Are there a lot more boys than girls who play sports? Is the boys' soccer field better than the girls? Are athletic trainers available to all teams equally? Does the baseball team get new uniforms every year while the softball team gets them every 3 years? If you think there might be inequality in your schools, you can approach a school administrator, a parent, or the Office of Civil Rights, a government agency that makes sure schools comply with Title IX. Because equality is important for everyone, both on the field and off.
Pretty amazing stuff. And now we're going to look at another video also about Title IX, and you get to see just the impact that's made. Back 50 years ago, there were only 16,000 females playing sports in all colleges across the country. And a few years ago, in 2016, there were over 200,000, all because of Title IX. So check out this video.
We used to sit on the sidelines. We used to only be spectators. We were overlooked, undervalued. We weren't seen as profitable, as interesting. Not worth the investment. Then, everything changed.
No person in the United States
shall, on the basis of sex,
be excluded from participation
in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected
to discrimination under any education program
or activity
receiving
federal financial
assistance.
37 words that changed everything.
All right, if you remember all the way back on Thursday, we gave you a riddle, and since we didn't have school on Friday, you are still waiting to find out the answer. The riddle was, what did the rug say to the floor? And the answer is, I got you covered. Many of you got that one right. Those classes were Miss B, Miss Robinson, Miss Schultz, Miss Barba, Miss Fairweather, Miss Ibilola, Miss Lydia, Miss Heller, Mr. LaFleur, Mr. Z, and Miss Etchie. Now, to start the week, here is a new riddle. I am a seed with 3 letters in my name. Take away the last 2, meaning the last 2 letters, and I still sound the same. What am I? Let me know what you think, and we will share that answer on Tuesday. That is it for today. Remember those 4 B's. Be responsible, be respectful, be safe, and be honest. Have a great day or not. The choice is yours.